Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the new support memory, the Warrior Awakened Through Fury support memory, which is kind of the antithesis of the one that came out in part 1, which was the power level 530,000 support memory. But instead of buffing Planet Namek Saga Extreme class enemies, this is buffing Planet Namek Saga Super class enemies, attack and defense plus 15% for the entire battle. Remember that it's for the entire fight. It's the same exact structure as the Zeno support memory from the 6th year anniversary. So this one is a little bit more potent in the actual buff it's giving, 15% instead of 10%, but the overall amount of units this is applying to is much smaller than the Zeno support memory. And honestly, as it stands right now, this is the team we're going to be using. So Goku's own leader skill, right, the Super Saiyan slash Legendary Existence category. Just by the team build here, you can already tell that this support memory is not really going to have some massive effect on this team, right? It's only affecting Goku, and that's because if you take a look at the actual Planet Namek Saga category, this is, and if you filter by super class, because remember, this is all it's affecting here. This is what you're seeing. These are the units that are available here. So, I mean, I would like to run this Piccolo on this team. He just doesn't fit under Goku's leader skill, right? I mean, you can't put him on this team. I would like to run this Gohan. He would work really well with the Namek Goku, actually, but he just doesn't fit under his leader skill. So I feel like in order to make the most out of this support memory, they're going to have to do one of two things. Number one, Zenkai this, or not Zenkai, so much Legends. Easy A, this guy here, which I think a lot of people want for sure. I definitely want this. This guy would be a pretty good linking partner with the LR Goku, so that would be good. It would also help this guy out a lot with the support memory buff. And then number two is, release some really powerful super class LRs for part 2. We know that we're getting a Vegeta and a Krillin and Gohan. Krillin and Gohan obviously will be a superclass unit, but the Vegeta, because of the fact that we have this character here, and the exchange into Vegeta, Vegeta is extreme. You can see on the top left, he's actually extreme. He's not going to be getting a benefit from the support memory. The only thing is if that Vegeta ends up being like an exchange unit into Goku, which I think is actually pretty likely, that Goku will get the benefit of the support memory. So I think overall, when you take a look at how important is this support memory in comparison to the Frieza one, for me the Frieza one is a little better, and mainly the reason being there's a lot more usable Frieza Planet Namek Saga category units than Goku Planet Namek Saga category units, right? You have this one, and then you have the STR Namek Goku, who I wouldn't really say is that great. You have the physical Kaioken Goku from Namek, who also needs an easy at some point. But you take a look at Frieza, there's the new LR Frieza, there's the third form Frieza, there's, AGL, final form Frieza is not horrible, the STR1 is okay, the Prime Battle STR1 is ridiculous, so he benefits from that as well. The second form free-to-play one, who's easy, is actually pretty good too, so there's a lot more usable extreme class Planet Namek Saga units that I think would benefit more from this support memory. And then also, don't forget, you have the Zarbon and Dodoria too, who will also get an easy A in the celebration. They're a Space Traveling Warriors category support, so they're probably going to be pretty good. So, I think this support memory, though, on the other hand, while the other one I think is better, the Frieza one, this is really going to help out this Goku a lot. So I'm going to be jumping into the Majin Buu stage of Infant Dragon Ball history here, just so that we can see sort of how this support memory affects Goku specifically. So, I'm going to have my Goku or the friend alongside Gohan, and then the other one's going to be alongside the physical GT Goku, who they share 5 links with. You guys know my Goku, so I'm not going to show him. The friend one that I'm going to be using is at 24 crit, and it's level 10 link, so he's rainbowed, so it's pretty much the same as mine in terms of how powerful the attack stat and defensive stats are going to be. So let's jump in here. We'll be able to see this animation, which I honestly think should have probably just been the active skill of the Namek Goku. It looks really good. Just wish it was voiced and stuff, right? So let's go ahead and see this. Yeah, I mean, okay, actually, that shouldn't have been his active skill. That should have been the beam super attack nullification, the key-based super nullification. That would have been really cool. So I'm going to rotate off one of these support units here. Do this. But yeah, I mean, it's tough because there's so many really cool scenes from the fight, right? And they're going to have to not include some of them But the fact that they made this scene a support memory, like, doesn't that just mean that we're not going to get this as an active skill or something in the future? Like, I guess they could do it as well, but this scene as a support memory feels a little bit strange to me. Whatever. Alright, so basically, I don't know if you guys saw my other video when I did this same sort of setup on the Frieza support memory. The way you can like sort of calculate the effects of the support memory is you take your attack and defense numbers and then you multiply them by 1.15, right? Because the support memory is a true 15% buff to whatever your attack stat and defense stats are going to be without the support memory. So for instance, right now, we're at 167k defense. So this is with no support on rotation. We're getting the support memory buff, obviously. So if you want to figure out what the defensive number would be without the support memory active, all you got to do is take that number. So I'm going to type this into my calculator, 167,392, and then you divide by 1.15 because that's, you know, what's going to get us to the value we would have without the support memory active. So without the support memory, we would have 145,558 defense. So it's about a 22,000 defense buff that we're getting from the support memory, which is actually really good. That's a pretty nice number there. I'm going to have him go in slot 2, just because I think it's better to have him potentially get the additional super in slot 2. I'm going to have Gohan start stacking, have Goku start stacking, and we'll be able to move on to the next phase here. So, I mean, already turn 1, I feel like when people criticize this Goku in terms of what he's able to do well and not do well, one of the bigger complaints that I've seen from people is the fact that they are not really super happy about the fact that this Goku's defense, look at that number, by the way, almost 8 million. The fact that this Goku's defense turn 1, slot 1, in like very difficult through battle road stages is not enough to be able to carry him through the event, like on his own, pretty much. And so with the support memory buff active, I think like he should be definitely good enough to do that now. Alright, so that was a 7.8 million attack stat. Let's just put that. Let's put that in 7.8 divided by 1.15. So he basically gained 1.1 million extra attack stat on top of what he would have been without, because without the support memory, he would be at 6.7 million. So I mean, he gained over 1 million attack stat from the support memory. Okay, seems pretty good. I guess we'll just put Goku in the front to get the double super attack here. So with the support, we're getting a support from the Goku and Gohan. We're at 186k. Remember, this is the first turn this Goku's on rotation. So 186, 780 divided by 1.15. So they would have been at 162,000. Now they're 186. So it's about a 24,000 defensive increase. Again, I think that's pretty good for an item that's essentially just free to use, right? Again, I always say this in these support memory videos, but there's no reason not to use them. So, alright, so we're going to be able to raise our defense twice here. I mean, this is an event, this Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, this is an event that's not like mega difficult. So in terms of like how many times we've got to stack our 12k super attack to like be okay here, it's only like 1 or 2 turns, I think, of stacking, right? After we've done like these 2 attacks, I feel like we're probably at a point where we're not really going to take much damage from this entire event here. I mean, this is type disadvantage. How much does this do? Yeah, even type disadvantage is not really going to touch us that much. And that's just because the difficulty is not that high here. Alright, so this is going to be our second turn with the other Goku. Remember, the other Goku only did 1 super, so his defense is not going to be like monstrous or anything, but we will have support on the other rotation. We're going to have the STR Gohan there. So we'll see. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take this guy down. Okay, so what is our defensive number looking like here? 200. Wow, that's after 1 super attack. 242k. All right, 242. What is that? 813. Oops, I wasn't clicked on this. 242, 813 divided by 1.5. So he would have been at 211,000 defense without the support memory buff. So he's getting a 31,000 defense. Like, this is going to keep going up, right? Because you guys have to understand the way that the math works, right? Is the more you're stacking, the more you're increasing the value, and the higher your numbers are overall, the higher the percentage change is going to be. So once this guy's stacked up to like 500,000 defense, the number of increased benefit he's getting from the support memory is going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. So that's why with these stacking units like this Goku, like these support memory buffs are just ridiculous. So let me just try and get the... Actually, this is a 17 key super, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So again, he is in slot 1, so he's not getting the extra 59% attack from being in slot 2 or 3, but it's fine. What kind of numbers are we going to hit here with this 12 key super? Yeah, 7.8. He's not even getting like the full passive here. Okay. Yeah, pretty dumb. I mean, and now he's probably hovering around 300k defense, so after 2 super attacks. So this Goku did super twice, so we have no support on rotation here. Sharing 5 links with the GT Goku. Actually, do they share same warrior race with them? Oh, we have all 7 links in the middle. Okay. That's actually good. 267k. No support. This is after he supers in 1 turn. So that first turn, keep in mind, that same defensive number right there was actually applied in that first turn after he supered twice. Like after that first initial slot where he got hit, then he supered twice, he was at this number. Actually, he was probably higher than 267k because there was support on that rotation, right? The Goku go, don't they give 30% support? Yeah, they give 30% in 2 key. So this Goku's defense in that last rotation was probably around like 295k or something after 2 supers. Turn 1. That's really good. So 267,827 divided by 1.15. So without the support memory, he would have been at 232. So yeah, I mean, you guys get it at this point. Like the support memory is really impactful. I'm actually gonna miss a super here with this Goku in the front. I don't want him to just like decimate this Buu. This will be a 17 key super, which is perfect. So this is going to be with the additional 59% attack buff in slot 2. The only thing is we don't have support on rotation here, so this is still going to be a nice number though. Let's see. Yeah, 8.5 million, 12 key super attack. Okay. There's the additional. Okay, so I think in terms of our defense at this point, we are good to just stop stacking. We don't need to focus solely on 12 key supers anymore. With our defense probably hovering around like 350k at this point, we're not going to be hurt by like any phase in this event at all. So I'm comfortable just, you know, going for 18 key supers. And we can start stacking our attack now too, right? I mean, the support memory is not only affecting the defense, it's also affecting their attack, which is why these numbers are so absurd too. Like 8.5 million in slot 2 with a 12 key super. A lot of that is coming from the support memory. Like let's just do it. 8.5 million divided by 1.5. So without the support memory, he'd be at 7.3, which is still good. But you know, the support memory is adding an extra 1.2 million to that super attack. And you know, throughout a course of one of these longer events like this, that's going to add up. Think about how many times you're actually attacking with these units, both Gokus. So every single time they attack, you're basically adding on an additional 1.2 to 1.5 million attack stat to their attack. And, you know, again, it's going to add up throughout the course of this event. Okay, so our defense on this guy with support is 298. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in slot 1. We'll make this the start of when we start to do our 18 key super attack with this guy. So it's fine. Let's start doing this. Start stacking up our attack a little bit. And I might go ahead and cut a little bit until we get to like closer to the end of this event, and I can show you guys exactly where we're at. From this point forward, I will just be focusing on stacking their attack with the 18 key, so we can see what kind of numbers we can reach at the end of this event with the support memory buff active. So we'll kill this guy, and we will be right back. All right, so here we are up against Buff Buu. We do not have any support units here, but we do have full links, I believe, right, in slot 2? Yep. All right, so this is my Goku. Currently, this guy's at 518k defense. I've mostly been going for 18 key supers, but obviously if you're in slot 1 and you get hit, you're going to do an additional 12 key anyway. So he's continued stacking up his defense a little bit, but not because I am trying to do it. It just happened. So let's just see. 518,915 divided by 1.5. So without the support memory, he'd be at 451k defense. So this is basically a 70k defense buff coming from the support memory. That's insane. So again, this is why I'm saying like the difference between what your defense would be with and without support memory is going to continue widening as you get longer and deeper into these long events because of the fact that you're stacking so many times. All right, so we're actually going to get a Dokkan attack, I think. So I'm actually just going to miss the super with you. With Goku, I'll just go ahead and grab all these. This is going to be a max key super here. And with the Vegeta, we'll just grab that. Oh, we actually avoided a Dokkan attack. Okay, this is perfect. Keep in mind, this is no support on this rotation for this Goku. Okay, we're at a 10.5 million attack stat. Okay, that's pretty good. Can we get the additional as well? If he doesn't just get one shot by this? Okay, he just got one shot. Oh well. Guess we can't see that. Alright, so now we have support here against Kid Buu. This Goku actually has not stacked as much as mine. In terms of defense, he's at 354k. Again, he was like literally killing everyone in one hit with an 18 key super. So we'll go ahead and do this. This is going to be a 22 key super attack with the Dokkan attack as well. Gohan, I guess we'll just, doesn't matter. I find it very hard to believe this Kid Buu would be alive after this. Defense is looking pretty good all around here. We'll grab this. I expect this is going to be the end here. What kind of numbers are we looking at here? With full links, with support. And we are at 9.79. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab all these. Alright, so 9.79. So he'd be at 8,513,000 without the support memory. So yeah, it's like a 1.3 million damage increase from the support memory. So that is widening as well. So it's pretty dumb. Support memory's pretty good. Goodbye, Kid Buu. There's the additional comment. Don't dodge this. 8.4. We can get one more after this as well. Don't forget. you can additional again. Okay, or we're just gonna kill him in one hit. Sweet. Well, there you guys go. The support memory is pretty stupid. And again, I think this is something that's going to help out this Goku a lot, like I mentioned earlier, in those Super Battle Road runs, where you just go in, turn 1, the support memory is going to activate, and then if you have like a decent rotation with, like maybe with support or on the rotation, you're going to be like 190k plus defense turn 1. Which, you know, once you start supering once, twice, 3 times, you're good to go. Like, you have close to 300k defense after one turn of supering 2 or 3 times with this Goku, which is very easy to do. So I feel like, you know, for the people who are a little bit worried about this guy's defense turn 1, this could definitely be the solution to that, this support memory here. We'll just have to wait and see what they really do with the Part 2 LRs and whatever EZAs they want to throw out in Part 2 as well. Again, like I said, Krillin and Gohan definitely going to be benefiting from this. The Vegeta, not initially, but if they do make him into an exchange that it goes into like a Goku or something, that post-exchange Goku would be benefiting from this. And then if they want to go ahead and EZA that STR Namek Goku, he also would be benefiting from this, which I think would be a massive win for not only that Namek Goku, but also this one too. Them together as a rotation with this support memory would be insane. Also, you can honestly use him as a leader skill too, and then throw on like Tech Piccolo and then the Int Gohan. Like, that would make this support memory ridiculous, the EZA that STR Namek Goku. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.